Hey guys, today is the big day, so we are putting on the stealth panels, the sail panels. I already got this one on, so I will be showing you guys how to do it step by step. Basically, this was kind of hard to find how to do, and there wasn't really a way to do it, so I had to do it myself. I had to give me like this silicone, but it works because you can see the wires not going in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah! This is a great website you can follow. It's Stealth316. I will put the link in the description. It basically shows you exactly what you need to do to take off the quarter panel. However, it does not show you how to take off this right here. I don't know what that's called. That's what you have to get to. You have to get to take off all this to get to that. Before we really start going into it is to keep track of all the bolts. I will be taping them up, writing on them what it is, and also putting them on a little kind of like sheet and shows. It's relatively easy. There is a little tab underneath here, and all you do is pull it forward. Okay, so the seat's out now. Just come over to the other side, do the exact same thing, and then you want to lift it in the middle. Just keep shaking and slide it out. The backrest of the seats. There are 3 12mm bolts. Hold them in. They come right out after that. All you do is pull it off, pull it off. Those are how to get the back seats out. The next step is to take off this cover and this cover. This right here should be a Phillips head, but as you know, we did change it out just to find a screw that fit. I mean, it did its job, obviously. So take this off first. It just comes right off. So I got this off using not a very traditional way. Kind of just stuck this in and hoped for the best. Next step is to take off the seatbelt anchor and this plastic cover that just is where the insert of the seatbelt is. All it is one Phillips head screw. This one is a 17mm bolt, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 17. Just pry right out. There you go. So this is out. It's free to go. This, all you do is get a Phillips head screwdriver. You're not gonna break it, don't be afraid. Pry out this corner and then move over to this corner. All it does is snap in on the bottom. And then we'll use a 17mm bolt to take this off. Okay, so I unscrewed it. First, I want you to notice this order. This is very important. We're continuously keeping up with this. We don't want to lose any bolts, trust me. It's a pain in the ass. I did it over there. So we're gonna start working on the anchor. Came right off. This is the order right here. Don't want to forget this either. Okay, so basically what you want to do is you want to take off this screw. That's the first thing you want to do. It is very tight. Oh, there you go. Once you get it, you get it. It's a very small screw, so keep that in mind. But it's very easy to strip. Second, you want to get a flathead screwdriver. This is like round 4. You want to put it in here. You want to pry it out. There you go. That's simple. Comes right out. Okay, so next we take this off, and this is held by a singular 17mm bolt, just like every other seatbelt held in here so far. It's the only thing keeping it in. Very heavy. It comes right out, and we will also be checking out this. It's a little tiny gasket almost, one washer, and then the bolt. So that's the order. Don't forget that, and we'll tape it up, put it over there. We're removing the scuff plate mainly because it's kind of pinching this part of the quarter panel, and So that's the next goal. All it is 4 Phillips head screws. They come right out, real easy. Screws off, there's little hinges on it. You can just kind of take it off. There you go. It's easy. Okay, and finally, all we do is take off this screw, and these two here. Those are all the screws, I believe, that hold in the quarter panel. After that, we'll take off the window trim panel, I don't know what it's called. Figure that out. And also, that will be the next step. There are clips that hold them in just like everything else in this car. And they are a pain in the ass. Oh, but they weren't too bad. As you can see, there's one right there. Okay, so first we're gonna take off this. All you do is you first just kind of rip it off. Pull down. Okay, so all you do is pick at it, it comes off. It's easy. Put that right here. Then, it's a Phillips screw head. Also easy, no big deal. Move on to the next thing. Next, we'll be taking this off. We're just gonna get a flathead screwdriver and pop it off. Okay, so after that, once you pop it off, it's just a Phillips head, basic. Next, we're gonna be taking these off. All they are push pins almost. So you wanna get a screwdriver, come here and just kind of push it in. Push it in, there's 3 of them. And they can come right out. I can say that we will be having to take this out. So first you just want to take out the carpet, this as well. Not that hard. Yeah, hope you can do it. Okay, so there's a bolt here, a bolt here. I don't think we have to take out this in particular because it did nothing. There's a bolt here. There's bolts underneath here. You have to take these trays off. It just comes up here. The gum in here. Oh, one more piece left. So I didn't keep as good of track with these. Just put them in a cupcake tray. Some dirty paper towels. We're just kind of clean up this area. It's not bad, but might as well get rid of it while we have a chance. So we're gonna rip it off. Please don't break, please don't break, please don't break. So after breaking a little sweat, I broke a lot of tabs. Broke those 2. I broke that one. So I broke 3 total out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You might say that's not bad. 3 out of 8, but they're all right here. So I'm gonna have to use 3M tape. Tape it on. I think that's what's called. We'll be taking off this. And this is the order that I did it in, so I'm gonna try to stick with that. First, undo it. Pry it out. The hands. There you go. There you go. Okay, so then we're gonna unscrew these. That's the next thing. So you got a little bit of tape on them right here. That was on the other one, but it's fine. We can always replace that with 3M tape. But it worked good. So we're gonna get these done. It's completely unscrewed. All you have to do is you have to carp it off. It's on the same kind of tape that was kind of over there. As you can see, it's kind of gunky. It's gonna stay gunky once it's Now that's epic. Okay, so that needs to be cleaned off because that's gross. So there's 3 screws that I believe that hold us in. One's here, and one's in the front. This is very, oh, there's 4. This is very dirty. This kind of just shakes out. There we go. It is out. This is the easiest screw. It's right here. Very tiny. Nothing about it. Comes right off. There's also a washer on it. There's three screws holding the sail panel in. The ES. On the RTs, there's more, and 2 of them are kind of hard to get. So right now we'll be doing the first one. It's the easiest. It is right there. We'll go out. It is right there. It's easy. You're gonna need a. Let's see what size this is. An 8mm, I think. You're gonna need an 8mm, and the only problem is you're gonna need a deep well. Mine isn't as deep as it's needed. It needs to be really deep. So personally, I'm just using my finger, and it works great until it comes to the end. Then I'm gonna grab out the ratchet, and I'm going to make sure I don't lose this bolt. It's kind of just like a nut that holds it in. So that's what I'm doing here. This is the hardest bolt to get out. It is in an awkward position. So let's try to see. I don't know if I get it. I don't know if I have it. Yeah. Okay, so maybe it wasn't. Oh no, I think it was too deep. But I'll use my finger from now on. Ta-da! We got them. All 3. We're taking it off. First, we're gonna tape it up. Don't forget. That's what we got going on so far. Upper quarter trim, right there. We have exterior parts, right there. All labeled so that I can understand it for the moment of truth. Okay, so let's try to underneath. Boom. So you definitely use some force, but got it. And that's it. Okay, we got the sail panel off. We got all the interior parts taken out to get the sail panel off. Clean it up a little bit. 26 years later. I mean, 27 years old later. It's not bad. Now we're at the hardest part. We have to take this off. This is, I thought it was metal my whole life, but actually it's rubber. And you have to slowly cut it off with a razor blade. Slowly shave it off, until you get to a spot where the sail panel's pillar can fit perfectly firm right here. Okay, so a method that I'm finding out to be very effective is to start on the corner right here and to rip it off a little bit and keep digging kind of like a little trail for it so you can rip it off. You want to have a sharp blade because it will help a lot. And I'm going to try to see how far we can go and get up here. Probably can't, so we're going to start. Kind of wish we pushed my boundaries a little bit better, or our boundaries. I got a whole bunch more. That was a lot easier than what I did the last time, but it's not gonna get any easier than that. There's a hard piece of plastic underneath it. We also have to get that cut off. That's gonna be fun. And this is where I'm at so far. Right now I'm using a knife as you saw, and now I'm using pliers. to rip off this plastic. You have to get this plastic off. It has to come out. And I'll show you why. So on the sail panel, the trim here comes along here, and that has to be gone if you want to be able to fit it. I left this tab here because I put silicone over it, so it made it kind of like a seal, so it looks a little better. Because when you shut the door, I mean, without it, I think it would look kind of stupid. But I mean, doesn't care, it doesn't matter, no big deal. Also, now that if you're cleaning up like me in the middle of a project right now, make sure the window trim is taken care of. So you go back on this side. If you go back over here, you can see the window trim is all cleaned up, just to where like you can close the door, not ruin it. That's key right there. This right here is the floor. That's where we're at. So this is what we're trying to get to. Has the air intakes, long, beautiful like lines and stuff. First, that's where we're at right now. So we're gonna cut these off. All these bolts. We're gonna be cutting them off, and you can keep them. You can drill holes, except I'm not gonna do that because I don't have to have another thing I have to worry about with leaks and stuff. So I'm not gonna be doing that. But you always have the option to. So we're gonna cut these off. We're gonna use 3M tape instead, and silicone. Yeah. Okay, so basically, we're at the hardest part. So I completely unwrapped the sail. It's a little dirty still, but it looks pretty good. Anyway, so the reason why this is the hard part is because you use 3M tape to stick it on if you're doing my way. I don't know how it is if you're drawing it. I don't know how hard it's gonna get. Because you also have to use silicone, and that's a pain in the ass. So that's what we're gonna be doing, is using the silicone first, and then we're gonna use 3M after that. Into a little problem. So basically I didn't chip off enough of the plastic piece, but I believe I did now. I hope so, because I'm not going back. And obviously you can see I made a huge mess from having to take it all the way off. So I also broke this tab, the highest tab. That one's broken from earlier. It was already broken, but it still worked until I broke it. So we're gonna keep pressing against this with the 3M tape. Hopefully it sticks. I know the gasket's everywhere. Okay, so we're all done with tightening the two we had. This side's actually a lot better than it is over here. It's kind of tiny, you can't really see it. But let's go right here. We have it marked out. Sail panel, it's a tiny one. So we're gonna screw this in. And the sail panel will be done. We'll be done with the sail panel. We still need dang, we're not done. This needs to be fixed. Gosh. Okay guys, so to be honest, this is an awful job. See the gap in between there? I don't know what's wrong. Maybe I didn't knock off even more of that. Also, the tab's broken here, this tab's broken, and this tab is now broken. I have no idea how. It just pops out, so I put a little 3M tape here. Kind of see right there. But it's not going good this side. If you go to the other side, see how much better it is. I don't know if it's just because this thing's better. It's on there. There's no gap really at all. It's kind of tiny. And this is not nearly as bad. Still pushes on, but it's still a lot better. And yeah. This right here, push down. I'm not taking it off again. Or else I'm gonna fear that the tab over there is broken. Okay. So basically I taped this up. Try to be as tight as I could. Just try to get pressure on it. So overnight, hopefully, a miracle happens. That's what I'm hoping for, a miracle. And so I guess we'll start reassembling the C pillar, the A pillar. The A pillar. But I got a little surprise for you guys. You might have seen it already over there. But don't get too dirty. Boom. Got the red ones. We're gonna keep it. It's not perfect, but it is pretty freaking close to what the color we have. At least on the roof. That's really close. It's just really close to this one as well. It's a little lighter, and then it's a little darker down here. But it doesn't look that bad. So that's what we're gonna go with. So try to see where we're at. Yeah, so that's we're getting closer to making 3000 GT. Hopefully that works. I'm gonna cry if it doesn't, because that's what I got going on right now. That's what you probably have going on right now too. Might have a better thing. Make sure you knock that part off. Make sure you buy some that don't have broken tabs or weak tabs with fiberglass on them. But I want to start getting these installed. And okay, so it's currently been over a month, and these are how it is right now. This is the driver's side door. It's not as bad as it used to be. I still haven't cleaned it up. I'm kind of lazy, but it looks pretty good. I'm going to show you some pictures after this about how it looked like when I went to Cars and Coffee. Here's the driver's side. The passenger side. It looks a lot better personally.